Okay, I'm slightly late here.
Of little significance, tucked away in a remote corner of Asia. It's rather fascinating.
Are you showing off some more World Tour?
What can I get for you?
Looking pretty neat. Oh, you can play your custom characters against other people's custom characters? That's pretty fucking sick. Character customizer looks pretty fun. Put all kinds of goofy stuff on your characters. You can just really mix and match all the characters' movesets. That's wild. This should be good for some pretty goofy shit. Oh no, don't do that to Mike Hagger. Come on. He's already not in the game. What more could you do to him?
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Weezy.
Hey,
Welcome to
Weezy.
the Street Fighter 6 showcase. And how about that new trailer? Listen, I've been playing Street Fighter since I was a kid, but this new game is on another level. We're talking new ways to fight, crazy new game modes, and the most content we've ever seen in Street Fighter. So let's get into the game and get this showcase started with the latest from Street Fighter 6's director, Takayuki Nakayama.
Miss Nakayama-san,
Thanks
let's
for
go.
tuning in, everyone. My name is Takayuki Nakayama, director of Street Fighter 6. As you saw in the beginning of our latest trailer, Street Fighter 6 features significant single-player content in the form of World Tour. Today, I'd like to tell you more about World Tour mode.
Please, please, please. I need more World Tour in my life. I need you to tell me all about World Tour.
We begin the story in Metro City. You'll be able to create an avatar with a high degree of customization and assume the role of the protagonist joining Buckler Security Services training course. There, you'll meet your coach, Luke, go through basic training and set off on your adventure.
Gotta say, you're photogenic. Gonna help him handle this.
So they're definitely going for a story, a sort of a story bent in World Tour, which is what I'm hoping for.
Bosch, your rival and classmate. And one of the great things about World Tour is that you'll interact with a slew of unique characters.
Gosh, come on, man.
So now we're ready to hit the streets. People from various
Running up
walks
on
of
thugs
life
in the
inhabit
streets.
the world of Street Fighter, but they all love a good fight. With a single press of a button,
They doing this like
you can
Pokemon?
seamlessly enter a battle with them.
That's wacky.
Bystanders will also come to see what's going on. Street Fighter 6 features the tried and true classic 6-button control style. but also adds a new 4-button modern control style that features 3 attack strengths and allows you to perform special moves with a single button press.
None of that normal, none of that modern. I mean, if people want to use it, that's fine. Whatever. But you lose so much control by
Special moves by pressing
having
a
4
direction
buttons instead
and
of
the
6.
Special move button, which will let you enjoy the tactical side of fighting games. There's also an assist button for performing combos, so use all this as much as you want.
But, you know, if it lets people get into fighting games, if it lets people play...
Earn experience points through battle to level up your stats.
If it lets
such as your
people
vitality.
play World Tour mode, and then they go from
Some
World
fights
Tour
have
mode to
specific
online,
objectives that can be
and they use
completed
modern
to
control
earn
scheme in
more
online
rewards
until the
and
point
items.
where they can't because everybody's
Add a
using
new rate for
Classic.
combat.
That's a pipeline, right? You're getting people into the actual... the art of the fighting game by starting them at the most basic level of a story
wearable gear
mode
at
with
clothing
easy
shops.
controls.
That gear affects your avatar's appearance and their stats and characteristics as well.
Oh, shit.
The
They really
product
are
line
making it like an
changes from
RPG.
time to time, so check the stores periodically to see what's for sale.
That's pretty fucking wacky. I really dig that.
There's also a variety of eateries to visit in the game. Food purchased from these places can restore your vitality, give your stats a temporary boost, and other perks. You can also use these items to give yourself a helping hand during battle.
Oh, it's like Yakuza. Oh, shit. No, yeah, it's more like Yakuza. I was comparing it to Pokemon. That's all wrong. It's like Yakuza.
Here. Congrats. From now on, you can tell people you are a student of the great Jamie Show. Once you knock that back and make it official, anyway.
Okay.
Just relax. It's not booze. Trust me and take a swig.
It's not?
It's a family-made herbal drink that really boosts your energy.
While exploring the city, open up your device to check the various missions you can take on.
Oh, shit. This looks
This
awesome.
mission has you going to Metro City's Chinatown to meet a legendary fighter. Becoming the student of a legendary fighter grants you access to their master action. Some master actions can be used to destroy wooden boxes and barrels or leap to faraway platforms. You'll have plenty of opportunities to use master actions in different ways.
That's
but they
awesome.
all consume the drive gauge, so you'll have to be careful how often you use them. When traversing the city, there are enemies that will suddenly attack you. Now, that's when you can use the World Tour exclusive move, Drive Stall, to slow the flow of time. This will slow down the movements of surrounding enemies, and master actions become more powerful. You can also use this to avoid enemy attacks or strike first to gain the advantage when the battle begins. During battle,
Looks so
opponents will
fucking
start
sick.
glowing
Oh my
white.
god.
This is when you have an opening to strike during an enemy's weakest point. Landing a normal attack here will trigger what we call pressure time, and you'll do more damage than usual. However, if you can land a special move, it'll take you one step further. You'll put them into a stun state. Keep this in mind when battling on the streets.
disappointed in you.
There she is.
When you decide to become a student of a legendary fighter, you can also undertake special missions. Complete those missions to strengthen the bond between you and the master. You'll open up new stories to learn more about them. You can give the master presents to strengthen your bond with them, and also see how they react to your gift. Choosing a master's style lets you use their basic attacks. And using that style in battle lets you accumulate experience points, which raises your style level. Level up enough, and you can visit your master to learn new attacks and expand your moveset.
Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm just gleaning information. I'm paying attention and also chatting with another fighting game fan
can be used by opening up your device
what we're watching right now.
Skills.
It's like a little skill tree thing. It really is a lot like Yakuza. They seem to have borrowed a lot from their old pal Sega.
And more. The drive stall move we just touched upon is also unlocked via skill points. As you can see, in World Tour mode, you can build a character that's unique to you by leveling up your style and skills and customizing your basic and special attacks.
There's just an actual gladiator arena. Is this what the Japanese think Italy is? If it's not gangs, it's literal fucking Romans, right? And then there's Marissa.
During your adventure, you'll obtain flight tickets, which you can use to travel from Metro City to other locations via the world map. If you want to learn all of
Beats up to 50,000.
You'll have to dedicate some time to find the legendary fighters scattered around the world.
This is just what Italy is, I guess, to the Japanese. This is just what it is.
And you'll find many of your favorite characters in World Tour. There may be some unexpected appearances, too.
Mike Hager, please.
Save the girl. Don't you worry, my friend. Hospitality is our specialty.
There are characters steeped in mystery and organizations you may recognize, all of which come together to immerse you in the Street Fighter universe.
Where's man, I hope Sodom comes back.
Nishal is a large city that serves as another area to explore in World Tour, complete with its own stores that differ from the ones.
At least they're trying to like. At least they haven't forgotten about Final Fight, right? Like at least they're doing Metro City and the Mad Gears. Like they're doing.
Topography. And who you'll meet in this new city will also differ.
Huh? Oh, okay.
That's all we have to show you for World Tour mode this time. We hope that you enjoy not only the battle portion, but the story and creating your own character as well.
Found them! Yeah! Watch out!
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter! Are you a fighter looking for your next challenge? Or just passing through on your journey? Either way, we're more than happy to have you!
Yep, they played the same intro with the Battle Hub.
Modes in Street Fighter 6. The Battle
When
Hub.
I played the beta,
In
that was the
Battle
same
Hub,
thing they had for the
players
Battle
from
Hub.
around the world can get together and have fun playing games and doing other activities. Access the cabinets
A
on the
social
floor to
hub.
play
That's
Battle
also
Hub
just a
and
great way to
extreme
get people
battle matches
involved.
and games
When I
at the
was
Game
playing online on the beta in the Battle Hub, it was kind of annoying because
As you saw from the
I was just
trailer at
getting
the
washed
beginning
by
of the
like
show,
fucking plat level
avatars
players, and I'm more
you
like a
train
gold level
and
player
tour can
at games
also
like
duke it
these,
out.
at fighting games. It's fun. You can also just fight your avatars. But once the game's like got a bunch of people, right? When it's not just like people who are really invested in Street Fighter just playing like the beta, small set of players. When you have a big set of players who are playing at all different skill levels, the Battle Hub's going to be an amazing social hub for people to play in.
Capcom Fighters Network. This will help players get together with friends or like-minded players. Join an already existing club or create one of your own from scratch. Once you've set up the basics of the club, you can also create a customized emblem. Not only that, but you can design your very own club uniforms that all members can wear. If you have a good idea for a club, let the world know about it. We're looking forward to seeing players don their club colors and enjoy the Battle Hub together.
If you're all about that Street Fighter life, the Battle Hub is the place to be. This is your fave, Eternities, signing off. See ya!
Yeah, Eternity. Arcade mode's still there. Good. I'd be really disappointed if it wasn't. They didn't have arcade at launch.
Still standing.
In
Next up, let's talk
SF5.
about
In
some of the
SF5
cool
they didn't
stuff
have
we
arcade at
in
launch.
Fighting Ground.
Like, V set a really low bar, so the only way out is up at this
In the
point.
video you see here, we've added a character damage toggle. During battle, fighters' faces, bodies, and clothing will get damaged or dirtied up.
Oh shit, that's so
This will
cool!
give fights a more realistic feel. This can also be turned on and off at any time.
Ryu wins.
Wow! Holy shit! Their fucking retro costume for Rio is insane! He looks so
Sound
good.
accessibility options have been improved for Street Fighter 6. There are sound effects that will give you the heads up on the distance between you and your opponent. The height level of attacks.
It's all like sound oriented. Holy shit. These are some interesting like training options and accessibility stuff.
Whether an attack hits as a cross-up or not. And also to indicate your remaining gauge. We hope that these options will let you better grasp the situation of your fights.
It seems like it'll be a pretty good training option, but I don't think I'll use this in an actual fight.
When you first start the game, we've added a tutorial that explains the basics of battle and the combat system.
This seems pretty helpful for just like learning a lot of the new systems.
In addition to classic and modern control types, we've added an offline-only control type where an AI assistance system will perform actions and combos depending on the distance from an opponent or the context of the fight just by pressing an attack button. We call this control type dynamic, and it's recommended for beginner players who are just getting into their first fighting game, casual matches against friends and family, or when you're experimenting with a character for the first time.
On the scene.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Arcade mode is our single-player mode, where you'll square off against the computer.
It's interesting, the dynamic mode kind of informing you.
Yang. Been a hot minute since I've seen either of you. But don't worry. I'm doing just fine all on my own.
Can we get Yun and Yang back? I mean,
Jamie Show.
we're getting like, this is canonically like after SF3. Like, can we get Yun and Yang and Makoto and all the SF3 characters?
Round one. Fight.
God, Jamie's theme is so good. Shit. Yes, against Truck.
Online rankings.
God, they've fucking
Get out there and
smashed the vehicles back. Yes!
These illustrations can be viewed again in the gallery. Try to unlock them all.
SF4 is back, baby! God, that's awesome.
If you're not
Holy
sure
fuck.
which character is the right one for you, check out the character guides.
That's nice. They got
Which will
fucking
teach you
character
about
guides
each
too.
character's unique traits
They're
and how to
really
use their
focusing on
attacks.
accessibility.
Each special move comes with a basic tutorial on how to use them, and you can experiment with them yourself by pressing the try button.
Yes, just like that.
Perform well, and the characters will shower you with praises.
Don't forget this moment.
Once you've gotten the basics of a character down, head on over to the combo trials section. There are basic, intermediate, and advanced combos.
Trials,
Also
good.
slow down the game's speed by 50% to practice your timing.
Oh shit! Wow, they even made
Way
trials
expand
easier to
your
understand.
horizons and abilities.
Wow, that's awesome.
Chance to finish this. You gotta take it. Player one brings it home.
In versus mode, you'll find team battles. Play with or against other players or the computer in this mode. You can compete in teams, single elimination, or double style battles. Make sure to turn on your favorite commentator and get ready for some fun with your team.
KO.
Round one. Fight.
Next up is Extreme Battle.
Extreme
This differs
battle.
from a normal battle because there are special rules or gimmicks on the stage. For example, you can have a battle where the winner is the first to knock down their opponent 5 times while rampaging bulls run across the stage.
Mecha friend.
Or set up a
Mecha
rule
Friend
where
about?
you have to complete the objectives displayed on your side of the
It
screen.
seems like they also haven't forgotten about Mega Man,
Random
or at least they
drones show
pretend
up
like
and
they
have
haven't
different
forgotten.
effects
We're like,
when
yeah,
they're
we
destroyed.
remember
Some let
Mega
you have
Man.
Fun with other players in a party-like setting, so give them a try. Extreme Battle can be played offline or in the Battle Hub.
See, this
Also
commitment to
in
being
custom rooms.
silly is something SF hasn't done
Next.
enough of. This commitment to just being fucking silly little guys is something I'm deeply appreciative of. Because if you're just being competitive, you're not doing enough. You gotta
If
be
wanna play
you gotta
with
be
a group
silly.
of players online, then creating a custom room is the way to go. The 4 virtual cabinets in the room can be set to one-on-one, extreme battle, or training mode. Custom rooms now allow for up to 16 players at a time. We've made great strides to improve the experience compared to previous titles.
Here comes a new challenger.
See, like this it's capturing both like the essence of a party game, but is also like the most legit fucking like professional competitive fighting game I've like, just from playing the beta, I'm like, oh yeah, this game's got some real sauce to it. This game's competitive. But then you also look at what they're doing with the game, and it's like, holy shit, this is so silly. They're doing all this amazing like party game shit. They're doing all this like really just goofy fun stuff. And that's what people want. People just want to have fun. Part of being competitiveness is just one way to have fun with a fighting game. You want to give people a million different ways to have fun. And this just looks like a real blast.
Ranked match lets players worldwide compete against each other. Fight it out with players at your skill level to earn league points.
Yep, here's the ranks ladder.
For Street Fighter 6, in order to burden the player with less stress than before, we've added a new one-time rank down protection feature where you won't lose league points in certain leagues. In addition, we have character-specific and random character ranked matches, and ranked match phases which will determine your rank for a period of time. Casual match also returns in Street Fighter 6, where you can play online without any change to your league points. So, what do you think?
I think it looks really fucking good.
Street Fighter 6 has been challenging themselves to create a game that's going to become a long-loved Street Fighter title that all players can enjoy. It's only a little bit longer, but we can't wait for everyone
Please
to
come
enjoy
faster.
World
Please.
Tour, Fighting Ground,
Faster.
and Battle Hub. We hope you look forward to playing Street Fighter 6.
I'm absolutely looking forward to it.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Those new modes.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, now let's go to Shuhei Matsumoto, Street Fighter 6's producer.
Hey everyone, I'm Shuhei Matsumoto, producer on Street Fighter 6. I'd like to walk everyone through what our plans are for Street Fighter 6 once the game releases on June 2nd.
What?
A big
We're
part of
already
Street
getting
Fighter's
roadmap stuff?
charm is the cast of characters from around the world that appear in each game. We believe that Street Fighter is where players can take control of unique characters with their own awesome fighting styles. For the players, and for us as well, the appeal of the characters themselves is the most important element of the series. With Street Fighter 6, we're continuing development to deliver new characters to you every year. Today, I'd like to introduce the 4 fighters for Year 1.
Dude! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Bringing back Rashid. Yeah! Holy shit, he looks scary.
Year 1 will see the introduction of new characters Rashid, Aki, Ed, and Akuma. Rashid joins the fight in summer 2023, Aki in autumn 2023, Ed in the winter after the new year, and Akuma in spring 2024. These new Year 1 characters will appear in World Tour as well, so you can enjoy delving into their lore. In Battle Hub, we're planning various events and a store to obtain special collaboration items. We can't wait.
You can get the Marty McFly vest.
For the 2023 season of the Capcom Pro Tour, Street Fighter 6 will be the main game. To commemorate the release of the new game, the Capcom Cup 2023 champion will receive a special $1 million prize package. And the total prize for Capcom Pro Tour 2023 will be over $2 million.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of money.
Both modern and classic control types will be allowed in the tournament, so we hope you're all excited for a new season of Capcom Pro Tour. Street Fighter 6 is available for pre-order now. And in addition to the regular version, we're also offering other editions that include the Year 1 characters and content. You'll also receive special pre-order bonuses, so please check them out.
Okay, hope you're ready to begin. All right, you ready?
This will be a good fight.
You wanted something more practical, right? Well, practicality comes in many forms. But if you want to start off on the right foot in this city, hit the streets.
Finally, we've created a special demo version of the game, so players can enjoy the first bit of World Tour and some modes in Fighting Ground. The demo will allow you to create an avatar that can also be used in the main version of the game on the same platform. So, we hope you put in a lot of time with the avatar creation feature and have fun. The PlayStation 4 and 5 versions of the demo will be available after this showcase finishes. Hope you enjoy them.
Oh,
We're creating Street Fighter 6 to be the game that revolutionizes the fighting game
Demo.
genre. To this aim, our development team has taken the lead and challenged themselves to realize something amazing. We're now at the point where their hard work has materialized into something we believe everyone will enjoy. And it's coming to you on June 2nd.
June 2nd.
That's right, you heard it. The Street Fighter 6 demo is dropping right now.
Right now.
So create your avatar, explore World Tour mode, and start fighting. Thanks for tuning in. Street Fighter 6 out June 2nd. Maybe you get to throw hands with your boy Weezy. Peace.
Well, how about that? That was pretty fucking sick. Right. Wow. Demo out now, so gonna be installing that here in a minute. But the what do I want to say, man? Just to the arcade mode, right? I was a big fan of SF4's arcade ladder. Just them like putting back in, like beating up the truck, parrying basketballs, like doing all this stuff that I'm just gonna blow myself up here for a bit. You can see my juice in the background. My fucking juice. I need to get like something to throw back here or just like clean out that corner. I don't have anywhere else good to put my juice. I just kind of drink it, right? Just add it to my water. But yeah, the just the commitment to putting in all this fun, goofy shit that you didn't see in SF5. SF5 was so like featureless, so devoid of anything interesting. And that was just like my greatest disappointment with that game, was that it was so lacking in any charm and any soul. And this game just has it in spades. It's got a story mode that's like kind of like Yakuza. It's got like funky like versus modes that make it more like a party game, right? It's got the classic arcade ladder with tons of shit, including character intros and outros. It's just got all this shit going on that gives you so much to do. You don't get bored doing any one thing, because there was only one thing to do in SF5, right? There was only one thing you could do in SF5, and that was climb the ladder. You could only you play ranked. Basically, nobody was playing casual. You just climb the ladder. The arcade mode was bare bones. The story was also bare bones. It was just bad. And this looks like a just complete course correction in every way. It's more approachable. It's more fluid. Like the drive system is so important because it gives you parries, it gives you meter, it's your everything. So it makes the game more dynamic than just, okay, I've got this guy in a setup, I'm just gonna V trigger and then I'm just gonna fucking like hit him with a 50% combo. It's not that. It's so much more interesting than that now. I'm just so unbelievably excited. The beta already had me excited enough with how much they changed Ryu, with how much they changed Ken, with how interesting Guile was, with all his new target combos, just how saucy all the characters were. They all had a bunch of sauce on them. And now they're like, okay, well, not only do we have more mechanically interesting characters now, but we also have, sorry, I'm a little sniffly today. It's pollen season. Not only do we have more interesting characters now, but we also have more interesting. We have a bunch of interesting modes. We're gonna have like a full-on story with your own custom character, and you can build your own moveset with your custom character, and you can fuck up other people's custom characters. That I was not expecting. I thought that was just gonna be like the avatar for the Battle Hub, but no, your custom character can just walk up to a thug and just throw hands with him. That is just so fucking insane to me. That is just amazing. It is everything I wanted from a more fleshed out, feature-rich Street Fighter game that's like, we're not in the arcade anymore. Hey Sloan, you just missed me talking about, I was just watching the Street Fighter 6 showcase with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne told me some cool stuff about Street Fighter. He actually wasn't that involved. He was there for like 5 minutes. But which is kind of disappointing because it's always fun when Wheezy's on screen. But no, the showcase was, I'm just talking about like my thoughts on the showcase, right? So it's just the feature richness of the game, the devs clearly having more fun with like the way they've designed the game. That is the most valuable thing. It isn't just like, is this game, because like pro players are just gonna be like, is this game balanced? How's the rank ladder? How's the net code? And those are all important things, but those aren't the only things, because those aren't going to retain players. Those aren't going to draw people in. You know what's going to draw people in is having that world tour mode, especially having it basically have like Yakuza but in Street Fighter. That is fucking insane. And it's going to be like a full-fledged story mode with a whole bunch of just dicking around, just talking to like Street Fighter characters. This whole story with characters and shit going on. And people are going to be like, oh yeah, I want to play this game. And then when they beat it, they're like, okay, I want to replay it, but now I want to use E Honda's moves more instead of Chun-Li's moves. I want to start fight, and I want to fight with more of like Honda's moves. I want to do that. And then you also can take your custom character back to fucking wherever, right? Okay, the demo is out now on PlayStation 4 and 5, but the demo comes on the 26th for PC. Still cool that they're letting people access the game this early, because the demo's out on PlayStation now, but the demo will be on PC in like a little less than a week. That's cool. But Capcom's always done this weird PlayStation thing when it comes to Street Fighter. I don't like it, but as long as I get to still play it day one on PC, it's whatever. Let me just gather my thoughts. Yeah, the fucking party game modes that they're adding to the game. Like, okay, don't get like whoever gets knocked down first 5 times while you get fucking beat up by bulls. You got to play Matador while you fight your opponent and knockdowns and stuff. That's goofy. That is so fucking goofy, and I love it. Because say you don't want to you just don't want to fucking climb the rank ladder. Say you had a rough day at work. You don't want to fucking stress about climbing the rank ladder when you get home. You don't want to like go fucking nuts. You don't want to have to do any of this stuff. You don't even want to play a casual match. You just don't want to play the game as intended. They got you. They got an option for you there now. They'll let you just go fucking jump in to a match of whatever gobbledygook. You go fucking fight the little Mega Man robots. Bob's your uncle. You're just kind of having a good time with whoever it is your opponent is. Maybe they're your friend. Maybe they're just a stranger online. You jump into some weird fucking arcade mode with them. You jump into some weird lobby. You do some really goofy shit. You guys have to fucking like throw bombs at each other or whatever. You're not actually playing the game like a ranked ladder. and you're having a great time. You come home from work, you had an exhausting day, you're having a fucking blast with a fighting game, even if you're not fighting on the ranked ladder. You can save that for a weekend when you got the energy or when you're feeling more emotionally like down for it. You don't have to just climb the ranked ladder. It's not SF5, which is again the best. Like SF5 set such a low bar that I know the only way is up, but they are going so far above and beyond the mistakes they made with SF5 that turned people off from it. And it's just really, really gratifying to see. It is so nice. I am so unbelievably impressed that they had the self-awareness to completely and 100% understand everything they did wrong with that game from a critical and commercial perspective. Because the thing was, the most money they made from SF5, it sold a lot of copies, sure. Probably not as many as they wanted, but a lot of people dropped off and a lot of people weren't buying the skins. And in general, it was a very just competitive, pro-oriented scene. And a lot of the money they made on the game came from advertisers. It came from the tournaments. It came from having the organization. They still have the organized community. They'll still have Capcom Pro Cup, Pro Tour. They still have that. But now they have a fucking smorgasbord of content. They have just a fucking delicious tray of shit to do. Here you go. Have fun. This is the game. These are all the things you can do in the game. We've given you more than just the ranked ladder. We've given you a story mode. We've given you classic arcade mode, which I'm very happy about because I fucking loved Street Fighter 4's arcade. We've given you all of this silly shit to do. We're not going to tell you how to play our game. We're not going to force you to climb the ranked ladder. We're not going to railroad you into anything. You can play with the modern control scheme, which, you know, I won't be doing because I've played a lot of SF, but it'll get people into it. You can play with the dynamic if you're just getting into fighting games or you don't even know what it is. You know, you go to your friend's house and your friend's like, hey, you want to play SF6? And you're like, I've never played a fighting game. It's like, it's okay. You can just push buttons. There's this mode on your controller that lets you just push buttons. There's just, and then the guy's like, oh, wow, this is really fun. This is so cool. And then he buys a copy of the game and he gets into it. And then he becomes a fighting game player. He eventually goes from modern to classic control scheme. He starts climbing the rank ladder. People, if you railroad people into your fucking rank ladder, they're not going to want to do it. Like if that's all there is, like SF5, they wanted everybody to play ranked because that was pretty much all there was to do. The story was like 2 hours long. You play it. The arcade was non-existent. The character story was non-existent. They had nothing besides ranked. But nobody wanted to play ranked because nobody just wanted to jump in and get their ass beat. That's like the hardest thing for people about getting into fighting games, right? People just get their ass beat. And if you're inured, right? If you're inured to the whole fighting game thing, if your friend gets you into a fighting game, you're used to that. Your friend just kicks your ass. And that's just the fighting game experience. My experience with fighting games started in like 2012, 2013, 10 years ago. And I would go over to a friend's house and he would fucking stomp me silly at Street Fighter 4. And that was my start. And that's just something in the modern day and age where you can't, sorry, I bumped the mic. Where you can't always go to your friend's house, where you don't always have people immediately to play with. You don't have people getting you into it. You don't have an arcade to go to. There's a less social experience in person now. Well, what do? You make the online social experience better. You give more things for a new player to do so that way the barrier to entry is lower. They start low and they go to the social hub. They go play the party games and they start learning passively. You're not just like pushing them into ranked. You're not just saying go fucking play ranked, you little shithead. You're like, okay, well, here's the game. You could go play World Tour, see how you like that. And then maybe, if you really like the way the game feels in World Tour, if you really like just throwing a move, you just like throwing a Hadouken, if you like just fucking beating people up, go play the game. Go play more of the game. We got all these other modes, you just beat the story, go that way. Go over there. Go play that mode now. And that is just fucking genius to me. That is so brilliant, and it's so fucking obvious. It is so obvious that this is what fighting games should have been doing from the beginning. That this is what they should have been doing as far back as like 2015, 2016, when online play, when net play started becoming a thing. The first game that we really saw the beginning stages of this in was Killer Instinct 2013, which built up a big arcade mode and a story mode and all this cool stuff with the online. And it was still a little feature bare at times, right? Like Killer Instinct 2013 wasn't even perfect about this. And then we saw Mortal Kombat do this with its story mode and its towers, and people didn't like grinding the Mortal Kombat towers. They didn't like grinding the crypt, but it was there. Street Fighter 6 is doing it in a way that is, like, in my mind, the culmination, the finishing point of the finale of where this should have been about 5 years ago. Back in 2018, 2019, we should have been doing this. And we're finally there. We're finally to the point where we have a story mode that isn't just, here's a bunch of character matches with a story stringing it together. It's, we're giving you, in Street Fighter 6, we're giving you an open world with a bunch of, you know, funny stuff. I mean, even Smash, like Smash Ultimate, which isn't, you know, like an actual fighting game. But even Smash Ultimate had the mode. I forget what it's called, but it was like a little adventure mode. And you'd go around and it'd give you unique challenges. It wouldn't play like just playing the online. It's different. It's unique. And they're doing that with the story mode. And then, you know, if you want a more traditional, like arcade ladder experience, that's there for you. It's so brilliant, and it is so obvious that I'm amazed. I am both impressed with them that they're finally doing it, and I am amazed that no fighting game has bothered to do this sooner. So that's my final thoughts on SF6. Is I was already so excited just from the way the game played, but I'm just thrilled, fucking over the moon with everything they showed off and just how much it seems like they actually give a shit about Street Fighter and what people feel about it. Because that's the thing, is I'm a big Street Fighter fan, and I'm not the best at fighting games. I'm actually like pretty mid-tier. I'm like mid to high gold at best at fighting games. But I play a lot of them, and I think they're a blast. I love them. I love to just play SF4's arcade mode from time to time. I like to just play fighting games. And to me, especially being a Street Fighter fan, the fact that they clearly give a shit about this game that I've invested 10 years of my life in, one that I had to skip a big chunk of because Street Fighter V was such a disappointment, it makes me feel like they care about me. And I know I'm just some guy. They don't even know who I am. You know, they're just a corporation. They don't have feelings. But the devs, right? The devs just, like, they seem to be as much of the fan of the game as fans of the game are fans of the game. And that's when you get the best stuff, is when the fans are making the stuff. When a franchise that old gets older, you want people who grew up playing that stuff, who got into game dev because of that stuff, to be the guys who eventually get to work on the newer versions of that stuff. And it seems like that's what's happening with. And I'm just so excited. That's all I have to really say about it. Is I'm just so excited. So we're gonna go to intermission here. I'm gonna put myself back in the, shrink myself down. Sorry, Juice, you're going back in the background. I'm gonna shrink myself back down into a window. We are going to go to intermission, and then we are going to finish Titanfall. So I'll see you guys in a little. I should probably get Spotify open. Play off the playlist. Yeah, we're going to go to intermission. I'll see you guys in a bit.